VideoGames.com here, and today I'm going to be doing a new type of video. So these videos are going to be basically what I learned today. So as a lot of you know, I'm homeschooled and I'm studying and learning almost constantly, so I'm going to be making these videos on my favorite things that I happen to learn that day. So this also might be little videos where I talk about an issue and I want you guys' opinion on it and stuff like that. So if that sounds like something you'd like, then press the like button on this video and please press subscribe so that we know to make more things like this. So this video is going to be about picking a charity. And while I was doing research for Charity Water, which I'm actually flying out to New York and I'm going to be doing an interview with them, which is really crazy and really exciting, I stumbled upon this really great article that was about picking a charity. And it kind of started off by saying people will look at the percentage of money that goes into the field. And that makes sense because that's something easy you can look at. You can see how much goes into the field versus how much goes to administrative costs, like renting out a space to base operations and paying for the salaries of workers and stuff like that. And that's really, really important in itself, and how much of that goes into the field. And people will look at that, and that's how they will kind of base their decision on which charity they're going to donate to. But the article was saying that might not be the best measure to see which charity you want to donate to. So the best way, I guess, you could donate to a charity is if you give the charity $1, how much of an impact they're going to make on the people that they're trying to help or what they're trying to do with their charity. So impact per dollar, but that is really hard because you have to calculate how much impact goes into $1 and what is an impact, how do I translate this to dollars. There's lots of work and it's really hard to be able to do that. So people flock back to the easy thing, which is percentage of money that goes into the field versus administrative costs. That's the easy thing to do, so people keep flocking back and looking at that. But it's kind of like this story that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard, which is someone is standing under a streetlight and they're looking for something. So you walk up and ask what they're looking for and how you can help them, and they say that they dropped their keys. So you ask them where they happened to drop their keys, where they lost them, and they point to an alley down the street, and they say, well, I dropped my keys over there. So you ask them, well then why are you looking under the streetlight? And they say that it's because the light is better under the streetlight. And that story is kind of looking at the percentage of money going into the field is the easy thing to do. It's a number, and it's super easy to comprehend, and humans are able to comprehend that really easily. But that might not be the best place to actually look for charities. You should be looking in the alley over where you can see how much impact. But what a lot of really good charities are doing now is they're showing people how much of an impact they make, and they're making it a little bit easier on potential donors. So Charity Water did this really cool thing where they made a virtual reality game, and it just shows you what it's like down in these communities that Charity Water is helping and how hard it is to walk for water that isn't even really clean. And then what it's like once there's a well in their village and they only have to walk like a little bit and then they can get clean, fresh water, and it was a really, really amazing thing that shows you how much of an impact this charity is making. And Charity Water is actually a really great example for what I'm talking about, because Charity Water actually puts 100% of its money into the field. So if you really care about how much money is going into the field, then they're a really good example of that because they're putting a lot of it there, obviously. And then they're also trying to show people how much of an impact they're making if you care more about that. They made a virtual reality game and they write all these articles on how they've helped people. And I just think it's really, really important for a charity to show people how much of an impact they're making, and for people that are going to donate to a charity to actually think about that. Another thing to keep in mind about a charity that you're going to donate to is just because a lot of your money might be spent in the field doesn't mean it's going to be spent well. People could be wasting money in the field in things that aren't really that important, and you should definitely take a look at that if you care a lot about what your charity you're donating to and what they're doing with their money. Then take a look. I'm sure a lot of charities have what we're doing pages, and you can look and see what they're doing and whether they're wasting their money or not. And that can definitely help people to find a really amazing charity that uses their money in the right way and uses a lot of it in the field. I just think picking a charity is a really important thing to do, as well as Project for Awesome is coming up, so we're looking for charities and stuff like that. So if you guys have any other thoughts on how you should pick a charity if you donated to one before and you want to talk about how you did that, then I'd love to hear your opinions down in the comments below, and I'd love to hear what you have to think on this issue. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.